Red Bull just dropped a bomb. New footage has emerged, and it could erase Lando Norris championship win in a matter of hours. What did they find? And why is McLaren suddenly in complete panic mode? The FIA is now preparing a massive post-race penalty, and if this goes through, Verstappen might be champion. If you want to know what Red Bull uncovered and how this could flip the entire season upside down, subscribe now, because this drama is just getting started. Behind closed doors at the FIA headquarters in Abu Dhabi, the mood has shifted dramatically. Red Bull has reportedly submitted a new batch of evidence tied to Lando Norris' controversial overtake and track behavior during the final race. Insiders claim the new material includes high-resolution footage, enhanced telemetry, and a radio transmission that was previously withheld. This evidence, according to those close to the case, could trigger a major penalty with direct implications on the championship standings. Sources close to the McLaren garage have confirmed that the team is in full damage control mode. Engineers were seen combing through Norris race data long after other teams had packed up, with legal advisors hovering nearby. What was supposed to be a celebration of one of the team's strongest seasons has turned into a weekend of dread. The silence from Lando himself is noticeable: no social media posts, no public statements, and definitely no victory laps. Red Bull, on the other hand, seems emboldened. Christian Horner has reportedly briefed the FIA on key visual discrepancies that suggest Norris may have breached multiple sporting codes, including off-track advantage and unsafe rejoining. The team's decision to delay their celebratory debrief suggests they're confident the final result may yet change in their favor. Verstappen's camp has remained quiet, but sources suggest they're prepared for a formal statement as soon as the FIA decision drops. McLaren is now bracing for what some insiders are calling the most serious challenge to a post-race result since 2021. FIA stewards have not confirmed a timeline for the ruling, but the urgency surrounding the review suggests a decision could come in a matter of hours. That decision could range from a time penalty to a full disqualification, and either one would cost Norris the title. The implications are massive. A post-race championship reversal would be a first in the modern F1 era. It would also place enormous pressure on the FIA to explain how such an infraction was missed during real-time race control. Fans, drivers, and media around the world are already questioning the consistency of penalties and whether top teams are receiving special treatment. Meanwhile, social media has exploded with theories and split loyalties. Hashtags like Justice for Max and Let Lando Race are trending globally, and Reddit threads are dissecting frame-by-frame footage of the controversial overtake. Fans are uploading their own overlays comparing Verstappen's onboards with Norris' line through turn 9, and many believe McLaren's golden boy could be in real trouble. As the F1 world holds its breath, one thing is certain: this isn't just about one overtake. It's about legacy, precedent, and the integrity of Formula One's biggest stage. If the FIA delivers a harsh penalty, it won't just shake up the standings, it will shake the very foundations of trust in how races are judged. And right now, all eyes are on that ruling. As the FIA's investigation deepens, paddock rumors suggest the evidence presented by Red Bull includes direct overlays of GPS and sector timing data that show Norris may have gained an off-track advantage at a critical race juncture. More alarmingly, the team claims this was not a spontaneous incident but part of a premeditated strategy, supported by team radio communications. That would elevate the matter from a racing error to a sporting offense. In a race as tight as the 2025 Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, any advantage, no matter how small, can determine the championship. Red Bull's analytics team reportedly compared Norris' lap delta before and after the alleged incident, suggesting a sustained pace benefit that helped him hold off Verstappen until the end. If the FIA agrees with that assessment, the penalty could be severe. McLaren is already pushing back. Team principal Andrea Stella was seen meeting privately with FIA officials late into the night. According to sources, McLaren is defending Norris by arguing the off-track moment was unintentional and did not offer a lasting benefit. They are also contesting the interpretation of the team radio, claiming it was taken out of context. But with Red Bull pushing for maximum punishment, the stakes could not be higher. The political atmosphere in the paddock has become toxic. Ferrari and Mercedes have chosen not to comment, likely not wanting to get dragged into the fire, but Aston Martin has subtly hinted that rules must be applied equally, regardless of driver names or team colors. It's a clear sign that other teams are also watching closely, aware that today's decision may set the tone for how racecraft is judged in 2026. For Max Verstappen, the potential swing is enormous. After finishing second, he had graciously accepted the result. But if the FIA rules in Red Bull's favor, he could be retroactively crowned champion, adding another controversial chapter to his legacy. His fans are rallying hard, demanding consistency after prior years of controversial rulings, and many believe this would simply be justice being served. On the flip side, Lando Norris, who was poised to cement his first world title, is facing the biggest crisis of his career. While nothing is official yet, the pressure is clearly mounting. With sponsors, media, and fans looking for clarity, the young Brit is stuck in limbo. If a title is taken away post-race, it could change his trajectory forever, both in F1 history and in public perception. The FIA's ruling, expected within the next 24 to 48 hours, could be historic. Never before has a title been flipped after the checkered flag due to evidence revealed by a rival team. If it happens, it won't just mark a new milestone in Formula One, it will ignite debates for years to come. Red Bull may walk away with another title, or McLaren may just survive the biggest challenge they've ever faced. As the F1 world holds its breath, more technical details are beginning to emerge from the footage and telemetry analyzed by Red Bull. Engineers have reportedly isolated the exact moment when Norris exited the track during a defensive maneuver, and the data allegedly shows he rejoined with a throttle percentage and gear shift pattern that would not have been possible if he had properly slowed down. That's the kind of forensic evidence that could make or break McLaren's case. Adding fuel to the fire, whispers from FIA insiders claim that there's additional onboard audio still being reviewed, audio that wasn't broadcast live. If it confirms that Norris was advised by his race engineer to maintain position despite going off track, the governing body may see this as intentional gain through illegal means. The impact of such a finding would be massive, not just for this race, but for future precedent in stewarding decisions. McLaren's legal team is already said to be preparing an appeal, regardless of the outcome. Their strategy is likely twofold: argue procedural delay by Red Bull in filing the protest, and highlight ambiguity in the track limits at that corner. But Red Bull's counter-argument is devastatingly simple: the rules are clear, and any off-track gain must be surrendered immediately. If Norris didn't, then the outcome of the race was tainted. Meanwhile, fan reactions have exploded across social media. Hashtags like Norris penalty and Justice for Max are trending worldwide. British fans are rallying behind Norris, calling this a witch hunt led by Red Bull. On the other side, Verstappen loyalists are demanding full disqualification. The divide is sharp, emotional, and only intensifying as the FIA delays its official statement. Red Bull's camp remains confident. Christian Horner, in a brief interview, said the team trusts the process but emphasized that fairness must prevail. "We've been on the wrong side of calls before," he said, "and we just want consistency. If the footage shows a clear breach, the penalty must reflect the magnitude of what's at stake." In other words, nothing less than a title reversal will satisfy them. The tension is equally unbearable inside the McLaren garage. Lando Norris has remained silent since the rumors broke. Sources close to the team say he's devastated but staying composed, focusing on internal reviews while letting the lawyers do their job. Team engineers, mechanics, and sponsors have been asked to remain on message, no public statements until the FIA's final word. It's a media lockdown, and that usually only happens when something very serious is coming. As Sunday turns into Monday in Abu Dhabi, the pressure is reaching a boiling point. The FIA has promised a ruling as soon as all evidence is evaluated thoroughly. But with so many conflicting reports, fan outrage, and title implications, it's clear they're walking a tightrope. One wrong step could cause chaos or cement the 2025 season as one of the most dramatic in F1 history.